Welcome to the Visa Processing Performance Monitor, or VPPM, dashboard. This dashboard provides near real-time authorization data, loaded every 5 minutes, enabling the monitoring of authorization rates to identify potential outages or other events. Powered by VisaNet data, operations, fraud, and other key teams can view data through a visual dashboard, as well as customize alerts and thresholds to signal unexpected changes in approval behavior and act quickly if authorizations are impacted. VPPM is available through the Visa Analytics platform found on Visa Access. If you need access to VPPM, please contact your account representative. To get started, go to Visa Access and select Visa Analytics Platform. A new window will open. On the home page, select New Analysis and search for Visa Processing Performance Monitor. Click the VPPM tile to access the dashboard. On entering the dashboard, there is a banner displaying immediate application notifications and 4 tabs. Dashboard is the primary landing screen containing visuals based on your filter criteria. The Notifications tab provides all of the notifications for triggered alerts. Thresholds and Alerts is where alerts can be set. Users are able to customize different thresholds for each bin and schedule alerts based on the threshold set. Activity Log is the log of changes made to the alerts. This tab is only visible to users with an editor profile. The Filter button allows for filtering of the dashboard to refine the data that's displayed in the visualizations below. Let's begin by setting the filters. As an operations analyst, I would like to see all events for the last 24 hours for all of my bins. First, select the bins to be included in the data. Under the Products tab, filtering can be applied by product, transaction type, and by domestic or cross-border transactions. We will leave everything set to all. To the right of the filters is the time frame selection. Data is available for the last 24 hours and can be filtered to show just the last hour, last 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, or a custom time frame. The time frame selected will display to the left. View Bins will display the bins from the filter that have transactions for the time frame selected. The first visualization is for approval rate, displaying approval percentage over the selected time frame. Cardholder approval rate is the approval rate for individual cards. Transaction approval rate is the approval of each processed transaction. All attempts are counted. And the decline rate is the percentage of declined transactions over the total transactions. To the right is the approval performance gauge, showing approval percentages. For this particular case, we see performance of 88.3, which indicates that it's in the high authorization threshold. We see a cardholder approval rate of 90.7 and a decline rate of 11.7%. Click the toggle button to see performance for the last 5 minutes. The next section focuses on the details of declines. On the left is a bubble chart showing the distribution of declined transactions by decline code. The size of the bubble represents the volume of that decline code over all of the declines being evaluated. Clicking a bubble provides more details. On the right is a list of declines by decline codes and the number of transactions for each one. The declines are listed in descending order, with the one having the most impact at the top of the list. Unchecking the box of a decline code will remove that decline code from the bubble chart, and the others will adjust accordingly. Clicking Other Codes will show the decline codes grouped under this category. In reading this chart, we see that the highest volume of declines is under 39 and then 1. The bottom visualization is the transaction dashboard, showing the number of transactions over the selected time frame, including total number of transactions during the selected period and filters, the total number of those transactions that were approved, and the total number of those transactions that were declined. In this graph, we see that there are considerably more approved transactions than declined ones. Click the toggle to see it in bar view. Note that when filtered on just one bin, an additional visualization will appear showing transactions by unique accounts, displaying the total number of transactions per cardholder account, including approved and declined transactions. For example, in this bin, we see that there are 255,685 different transactions, which were made by 238,518 different cards. This allows us to know how many cardholders have been impacted by an incident. The data in the dashboard can be exported to PNG or Excel. Click the Export button and select the file type. The Notifications tab shows notifications generated by the registered alerts. These notifications will give you the specifics of the alert and what the change was in the authorization thresholds. You can scroll to see them by day, mark them as read, or delete them. You may view all notifications or filter on Unread. The Threshold and Alerts tab is where the alert thresholds can be set and alerts scheduled. By default, VPPM will create an alert for each bin with thresholds ranging from 33.3 as the medium threshold to 66.6 as the high threshold. Alerts can be modified by clicking the ellipsis. To create a new alert, click the Add Alert button. Select the bin or bins, the type of transactions to monitor, and the environment, domestic or cross-border. Next, define the medium and high thresholds. The threshold is the authorization rate that should trigger the alert. The threshold can be adjusted for the transition between low and medium, and the transition between medium and high based on business need. Third, select which threshold must be reached to generate the notification. You must select at least one. Next, indicate how you want to receive the alerts, as a notification within VPPM on the Notifications tab, or by email, or both. If you select email, it will ask you to enter the email address. Define the time range during which you want this monitoring. Finally, review the selections and create the alert. Users with an editor profile are able to set the emails where the critical alerts will be sent. Critical alerts are generated automatically and do not need to be configured. They are triggered if during the last 5 minutes, all transactions with the associated bid are declined. We recommend that monitoring teams receive this alert. There are a maximum of 5 emails that can be set. The last tab is the activity log, which can only be seen by users with an editor profile. This will show the changes made to the alerts, the user who made the changes, and the timestamp of the change. Through the Visa Processing Performance Monitor dashboard, users can monitor authorization rates in near real time and act quickly if authorizations are impacted. Contact your Visa representative to learn more.